Hello friends. Today I'm working through different pathways of 2-5-1s, and it may seem like a lot, but I wanted to share it anyway. And starting with going up in whole steps. So it would be like this. I wrote this just a little tune. I mean, it's just simple. It's not really a tune. It's just going up in whole steps like that. So we start in C, and it's actually the first note is the fourth. We've got a D minor to G7 to C. Okay, and the melody note is the 11, or the fourth step of the scale. So it goes like that. And the note that you end on in the right hand is the first, the root of the next bass. The root of the next chord, which is E minor. So now we're going to D major. We're going to go E minor 7 to A7 to D major 7, and so forth. And then that ended on an F sharp there, so now I'll do F sharp on the bass for the next one. And so forth. Back where I started. That's going up in whole steps. And then we're going to add the chords to it. Let me just show you what it looks like. I don't know if this is backwards, but that's what it looks like. So we're going to go. Simpler chords than that if you like. You could just go. Or if you like. And then you move it up a half step and go through the whole cycle again, and then you'll get the rest of the keys. That went through 6 keys, so now we go start on an A flat. I'll show you that again. Starting right there. Yard work going on out there, but hopefully you can hear. So now the interesting changes are that you can go down in half steps. If you've heard of a tritone sub, if you take any note, like if I have a G7 chord, I could go down 6 half steps, or a tritone 3 whole steps away, and use that dominant 7th chord, and it's a tritone substitute. The reason is G7 has the same 3rd and 7th, which is B and F, as D flat 7 does, which is a tritone away. But they're just reversed. So now what was the 3rd is the 7th, and what was the 7th is the 3rd, so B and F. So what that does is it creates a stepwise motion. So now this time I'm going to go through the pattern again, at least a part of it. We're going to do 2, then flat 2, and then 1. Sometimes with a tritone sub, I like to change it to, instead of doing a dominant 7 chord, make it a major 7, and it has a nice color to it. So I'll show you how that will go. So what we did before, we did D minor 7 to G7. And now we're just going to go D minor 7 to D flat. flat. You can do a dominant if you want, or you can do, oh, I like it. So even though I wrote D flat 13 there, it could be a D flat major 7 as well. It's really luscious. Okay, so, or you could do a D flat 6. Now we go up to E minor 7. Just take it up a whole step. I did that wrong? I'm going to do just the dominant 7 this time. And then up a whole step. I added a 13 there. I went, go down a half step. And add the D in there, that's your 13 or your 6. That wasn't right. There we go. So that's really pretty. And then you could take that and up a half step and go through the whole thing again. You have different options of that second chord as far as the quality and what notes you add, what color tones you add. All right, now this is a really cool one. This is a deceptive cadence. So now we're going to go 2, 5. Then we're going to what's called sneaking the back door to the next tonic. So it's D minor 7, the 2 chord, and then to G7. But instead of going down a 5th to C, we're going to come up a whole step to A major. And that is a really surprising ending for the cadence. Okay, so. And really that G7 really becomes then the 7 leading into the tonic, which is 1. So if you were to think of it in the key of A, it would be like a 4, but a minor quality 4, to a 7, back to 1. But we think we're going to C, but we're actually going to go to A. So let me take you through this one. Okay, so we've got D minor to G7 to A. All right, then we're still going to go up a 4th. And so we're going to start E to A like we're going to D, but instead we're going to go up to B instead. Isn't that pretty? Right? F sharp minor 7 to B7. And then we go to C sharp major. Finally, I mean, there's different pathways. You can use these tritone subs to get to the tonic different ways. So I'll show you the one that I just played. Was this? And now I've got 2 different ones I haven't written out yet, but I'll just talk you through them. So now we're going to substitute out, instead of the 2 being a D, we're going to go a tritone away to A flat, which is a half step up from the G. Let's do that one first. We'll do the bottom one first. Okay, so I'm going to do an A flat major 7. All right, and then I'm going to do a G7. I think I'm going to add a sharp to it. So, and then you would just take that up through the whole pattern, and rather than go through that now, I'll let you maybe do that on your own. And then here's another fun one. We got, so now we're just taking the D to the G to the C. So we're going to substitute again. We're going to start on the A flat again, which is the flat 6 of C. And now instead of going down to the 5, we're going to go down to the flat 2, down a 5th, because you can always move down 5th. Okay, so we're going to try that here. So we're going to go, and then we're going to go down to D flat. I like major 7, and then slip it down a half step to C. If I can do that. Let's see. So your melody note is a major 7 away from the A flats. Okay. Okay. So if I go up a whole step, I would be at B flat major 7, I believe. Down a 5th to E flat. And then to D major. And then you can take that all the way up. It's a lot of information, I know, but once again, I'll show you. Here's the last page. Here's the first page. Have fun with it, and happy practicing.